Platinum X here, once again with MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. This is shortly after Operation Rat, which is the Kestrel Lancers DLC. 14 mission quest line. It starts with Operation Galahad, which is 2 missions. It's just a training exercise that you take part in between House Davion and Steiner. Due to a marriage in the ruling families, Davion and Steiner are becoming one house. It will be, at some point in the timeline, will be known as the Federated Commonwealth, and all this blue will then be gold or yellow, whatever. And literally, so Federated Commonwealth will literally be half of the inner sphere. And at some point, throughout the playthrough in several episodes, I mentioned how at some point Davion would launch an invasion into Liao space. So after the 2 missions of Operation Galahad, a year goes by where you're back in free roam before you get the contract for Operation Rat. It just says call to arms. So you got once you get notified, you have 6 months to accept the contract. You don't have to do it. It's completely optional. But it's the very fun quest line or mission line. Definitely something to take part in. Again, it's probably the best mission line in the game. So it's really fun because it's literally a 14 mission, or I guess the first 2 missions is Galahad, and in doing Galahad doesn't mean you have to accept the second part of it. So again, that call to arms is 12 more missions. It's called Operation Rat, which is the invasion of Davion into Liao space. And as you can see the map here, Davion has literally cut Liao in half. It first started with Tikhonov right here. So this was Liao space. Davion invaded Tikhonov for the first 3 missions, and then moved over here for the next 3 missions at Tigris. So the first half of the campaign is in those 2 systems, which is just on the border of Davion space into Liao territory. But then for the second half of the operation, you go deep into Liao space down here at Sarna. And so the second half of it is another 6 missions that take place here on Sarna, which at the time was deep in Liao space. But now you can see Davion, like I said, has literally, just after the operation, it'll be like just this top portion here that Davion has taken over. But then just shortly after that, I mean, literally I just kind of traveled around. Well, I mean, I did travel from all the way down here back up to here, and then now I've traveled up to here. So we're talking, several months after the operation that Davion now has even taken more of Liao space, and now includes Sarna as well. So as you can see, they've literally cut Liao in half. I mean, Liao did go all the way up here to Terra. So they've literally just cut Liao in half. And then all these independent pockets have opened up. And again, just after the operation, it was this big independent pocket here, and then this one here, and then just over the past few months, these additional independent pockets have opened up down here. And it's like systems trying to declare independence during the chaos of the war. So at some point, though, all these independent systems will be absorbed by one of the houses. So all these little independent areas at some point will fade away. So Davion will take basically all of this space here, and then once combined with Steiner, they'll become the Federated Commonwealth, and all of this will be the same house then. But again, these down here, these independent pockets will clear up at some point in the timeline. So again, this is just the several months after the events of Operation Rat and the Davion invasion of Liao. And so now I'm back up here, which this is where I left off in the main campaign. Act 2 ended with Xin Yang killing Kane. Kane's the one that piloted the King Crab at the beginning cinematic of the game, where Kane killed Mason's father in battle. So once you kill Kane, you actually get the King Crab. And even though I took this thing out with a headshot, just a clean, quick kill, dropped it with little other damage, it should have been 300,000 C-bill repair. Well, because you don't have to salvage it. It's actually a gift. It's actually a reward from the mission. So even if you blow the crap out of it, you still get it as a reward. But because it's some campaign reward, I got screwed on the whole headshot takedown and had to spend over 3 million C-bills to repair it. So, kind of pissed me off a little bit, but, again, it's just, it took a few million to repair it, but, again, it was basically, well, I can't say free considering how much it cost me to repair it, but it was given. So that's where I left off with the main campaign before getting sidetracked with Operation Rat. Which again, these things take place at a specific time in the timeline. Whether you take part in it or not, the changes are still going to happen to the inner sphere. Like the events happen regardless of whether you take part in it or not. So it's really fun to actually take part in. So I encourage you to play through that. And then there's another event that's already triggering. Priority Transmission, Rise of Rosalhague, which is another DLC. So here, this is the notification to accept the contract to take part in this campaign, which is the House Rosalhague actually breaking away from Kurita rule and forming another house right in this area in between Kurita and Steiner space. So in the near future, Rosalhague will pop up here on the map as another house. So again, whether you take part in this campaign or not, it's going to happen. But I'm going to do this campaign just to make the videos, post the videos, and even though I'm probably going to be fighting against Kurita, which right now is kind of my objective to improve my faction standing with Kurita. So I went from a -1 standing, a suspicious standing, to a recognized standing at a +1 negotiation bonus. So that affects your negotiation points on your contracts, as well as the market prices. So the markets are most of the time operated by whatever house they're located in. Very rarely are you going to come across independent operated market. So I really don't like having negative faction standing with any of the houses because the houses control all the markets. And I paid over 30 million. I paid over 30 million C-bills for this Hero Atlas, which I'm glad I got it. It's worth every penny. But had I purchased it in Davion space, where I have a hero standing, a +25 market, value, or market, discount, I would have saved about 8 million C-bills on that purchase. But so again, I'm working on improving my faction standing with House Kurita. So that's kind of what I'm doing with the 4 months remaining before accepting this Rise of Rosalhague. Because again, it's probably going to hurt my faction standing with Kurita with some of these missions, because I'm sure they're going to be against either House Steiner, probably both House Steiner and House Kurita. But I think mainly House Kurita, which, you know, again, kind of sucks. But there's plenty. Oh, hey, hero mech. There's plenty of opportunity to improve faction standing after this campaign is over. Let me save it real quick. Now that hero mech should be there after I do this mission, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this mission. Then we'll go see what that hero mech is. Defend Project Cold Snap research base from invading Steiner forces. You will be supported by ASF battle mech defenders at the location, but be wary of the planet's volatile weather condition. So this is for Kurita against House Steiner. Now once House Davion and House Steiner become one house, the Federated Commonwealth, your faction standing, you kind of got to rebuild it from scratch. Like you'll start at like a 0, a neutral standing, and the markets will all then be Federated Commonwealth. So it really doesn't matter if I completely trash my Steiner reputation or not. And that's even true for Davion. So honestly, I could be attacking Davion on the side of Kurita, just because, again, at some point they're going to be Federated Commonwealth, and I have to rebuild that, and I have to build that reputation anyway. So, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm able to get full salvage value there, 33 points. That's enough for a heavy, or a blown to shit assault mech. Boom, that worked out perfectly. This awesome has a tag. I thought it was a medium energy, but the tag can actually go in a small energy. So I've been kind of, in some episodes, been kind of bitching because I was using either a hunchback or some other mech that had a small energy in its head. And that was it. Like, I'm like, what good is one small laser? Like literally, like give me a grouping of small lasers, I can work with that. Like at least 3. 3 small lasers, you know, that works. Or even 2. And the same is true with like a medium laser. Don't give me just a single medium laser, okay? I need dual lasers. Whether they be small or medium, I need 2 of them. But the thing is, the tag actually fits in the small energy. I was thinking it went in a medium energy, so it's kind of cool. Now that small energy slot actually makes perfect sense with a tag, because what a tag does, dude. Oh man, the system I'm in, I can't access I can't repair or anything here. So I can't actually access. I was going to show you what it. Well, actually, I could probably still do it through. Well, no, because it's equipped on a mech. I was trying to. It basically just improves your missile accuracy. So when you're locked on with the tag, you'll be more effective with your LRMs. And both of these mechs, this one's got 2. If I can hit the right frickin' button here. This one's got 2 20 racks, and this one has 2 20 racks as well. So I've got 4 20 racks. That's a hell of a lot of that's a whole lot of missiles, and so combined with this tag, it's going to be a very effective duo right there. There's another device. It takes it goes in a medium missile slot. It's called a narc, and it fires. You have to buy ammo for it. It actually fires like a dart that sticks to the mech to mark them, and it does basically the same thing as tag. So there's two different ways to do that.
reinforced by artillery batteries. Mercenary, combined security forces on site are charged with keeping the classified area safe. They will defend the facility. What we need you to do is silence those artillery cannons. If we can't get to them, we risk Steiner forces destroying all of our research. Silence those guns, then clear the field of any remaining Commonwealth forces. Target eliminated.
Out of my freaking way. I just get hit by artillery because you got in my way, you jackass.
Target is down.
Where did that Raven go?
You are the commander. Take that target.
There it is.
Another enemy dropship incoming. We'll go. Focusing fire.
Now, as long as you keep moving, if you're in a mech that travels at least to 62 or 64, evading the artillery is easy as long as you keep moving. And pay attention to the ground. Because if you're up here like this, believe me, computers cheat because it knows exactly what's going on at all times. So if your attention is over here, they'll cluster those artillery will cluster the shit out of you. But if you're watching the ground, they're easy to avoid. But now if you're in a mech that doesn't go more than 48, that's a whole other ball game. It's a lot more difficult to avoid these when you're only going when you're traveling at the 48 speed, which is a lot of assault mechs and heavy mechs only travel at 48. Well, more assault than heavy, but there are some heavy that only go 48. But it's mostly a lot of the assault mechs.
We're on it, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Lance target engaged.
Destroyed.
Shifting to your target, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Copy, Commander. Lance target confirmed.
Hey, are you thinking about attacking my pilot? Think again, punk.
Clean shot. Right in the head.
Headshot. Catapults are hard to get to head, but I think I got that one.
Target acquired. New target joined.
Invalid target info received, Commander.
Target acquired.
my god, this is bullshit, dude. Blow the fucking leg off, please. Thank you.
Destroyed.
The enemy are deploying still more reinforcements, Commander.
Oh, shit.
Target acquired.
Shared target engaged.
Alright, I gotta get over there and get that utility. Get over there and get that artillery.
On the commander's
So I
target.
get sidetracked with all this damn garbage.
Look out, Commander. More enemy mechs inbound.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Hostile neutralized.
Alright, I just took out all their artillery. Where did that come from?
Sorry, Commander. I can't target that. Let's attack confirmed.
Target acquired.
Commander's target.
Group up.
Copy target. Laser target engaged.
Target destroyed. Target
Ooh, a Black Knight.
Headshot.
Nice! I didn't even think about it though. I probably should have blew an arm off or something. I'm not sure I'll be able to get that for 33 points.
Took that one down with a headshot. Nice shooting.
Target acquired.
Oops. Oh, it's mine, Mac.
Target destroyed.
You are mine. Maybe. I might not have enough points.
Target
Black Knight, I think, is a 75 tonner. And here we go. We got an Atlas. I mean, not an Atlas, a Archer.
You've done a great service.
Well,
for the
so much for
Dragon
taking
today,
that head out.
Thanks to you, our facility
didn't blow up,
is
though.
safe. Return to base and resume garrison positions. Combined forces will search for survivors. I'm sure the ISF will have many questions for them.
$37, that's what I was afraid of. Damn. Look at that. 3 large lasers and 4 medium. And one smaller. That small could be another medium. Damn, I wanted that. I should have blew a leg off. Crap. All this other crap is garbage. Ooh, look, 20 rack. 20 rack from the Archer. 2 20 racks. Couple of 15s. Couple of 10, a few 10s. Wow. A lot of good loot during this one. Ooh, wait. That's street camo. See if there's anything else interesting down here. Double heat sink! Bingo! Just one. That's what I always say. Make sure you go all the way down looking for the double heat sinks. Alright, what are we going to get rid of? Get rid of that. And then get rid of that. Cool. Alright, Cold Snap Part 2. Good. Now that the base's safety has been secured, it's time for the Dragon to strike back. We've discovered the Steiner agents were attempting to steal the industrial secret of Project Cold Snap for themselves, and we feel that the most appropriate form of retribution is to strike back. We have our eyes on a remote yet extremely valuable Defiance Industries research plant that produces Defiance branded mech armor composites. We want you to destroy the plant with terror and ferocity that the Steiner mongrels could only dream of. Got my missile carrier. Job complete. Priority transmission, still 4 months to go on that one, so I don't have to worry about it just yet. I can't repair here. So where does Cold Snap take us now? All the way over here into Steiner space. So, in the meantime, let's go check out this hero mech. Hero Warhammer. Awesome. 16 million. Bam.
Affirmative, Commander. I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
Ooh, we got a lot of good tiered equipment here. Tier 4 AC5s. I'm not going to buy a bunch of equipment though until I got... I mean, I normally been buying stuff in Davion space because I got 25%, and even Merrick space I got 25% bonus. But I'm not going to be buying all this higher tier stuff with only a 10%. It can wait. Because look at this tier 4 20 rack is almost $1 million. I kind of figured it would be over $1 million. Huh, kind of surprised about that. No double heat sinks. Alright, let's take a look at this Warhammer. A lot of double heat sinks. Nice. What I'm going to do real quick though is go ahead and strip it. Then pull it back out. See, there's that NARC unit I was talking about. I got 4 machine guns. I'm going to double up on the ammo, a couple of tons of ammo. I prefer large lasers over PPCs. They're 2 tons lighter, and I rip heads better off with lasers versus PPCs. Wow. And I still have a ton to spare. So actually what we can do is knock these off. Make these pulse lasers, which it already had pulse lasers on it before I stripped it. Now another thing I could do, well, let's count the heat sinks first. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 heat sinks. That's a shitload of heat sinks. For 2 large lasers and 2 pulse lasers, that's actually, and the 6 rack. The 6 rack is what'll shoot the heat up really fast. There should not be any at all heat issues with this mech. But another thing we could do change these back to regular lasers, and then instead of those, what we can do is light rifles. But you can see now we've got more of a weight issue, and I do need all of these heat sinks plus some more ammo. So what we could do is go 2 light rifles and then 2 machine guns. So now this creates kind of a ammo situation. Because light rifle ammo is 34 rounds per ton. So that's only 1 ton per rifle. And now we're in kind of a weight issue here. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's 16 heat sinks. Where am I going to get rid of this next ton? Which what I could do is put small lasers here, pairing them with the machine guns for that 1 ton. So pair the machine guns and the small lasers together. The 2 large lasers and the 2 light rifles actually might still, oh, plus the 6 rack. Let's not forget the 6 rack now. But I think I like it better with 4 machine guns. To medium lasers. And what we could do instead of all them heat sinks, instead of doing the pulse lasers for the medium, we could go ahead and swap these over to... Now my favorite gun is a large pulse laser, which I don't have any of right now. So it'd be great to put 2 large pulse lasers on here. But since I don't have any yet, we'll go PPCs. I don't have... Yeah, I do. So 2 PPCs, 2 medium lasers, a 6 rack, and 4 machine guns. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16 heat sinks. Makes that 19 heat sinks. And then there is a mean MFer. That's a mean MFer. That's a Warhammer right there. That's a Warhammer. I'm glad I found this. I like this. I like it. Again, once I get 2 large pulse lasers and put them in place of them PPCs, it's going to be one beautiful mech. That is one beautiful, all-around, all-purpose mech. Those machine guns make it great for demolition, plus the missiles. Great for structural damage. But again, I need to get them PPCs swapped out with large pulse lasers. Same tonnage, but much better for ripping heads off with. But there's nothing like a dual PPC blast though either. I mean, that's just a whole other effect in itself. Like, you gotta love a dual PPC blast. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh, dude, I'm glad I got this mech. Now let's see what we can do with the paint job. Every hero has its own unique paint job, but these are my mercenary colors, and this is the Storm Surge pattern that I use for my mercenary signature paint job. There it is, Storm Surge. I just like the swirling effect in the paint pattern. So what you can do is, if you just do this right here, see the little triangle in the corner, the bottom right corner of that square? I'm not changing anything. I just have to just kind of touch it, modify it a little bit. But I didn't modify it. I just put it right back. It's all the way up the top. All I had to do was just move it just a tad, move it right back. And then, so once those little icons are in the bottom corner of that, basically every pattern that you then go to has your paint, has your colors. That's cool. That's the Merrick paint job. That looks good. That looks real good. That's the Karita paint job. Hot Rod. Yeah, that Merrick paint job looked real good on this Warhammer. All right, and then there's this. Not all hero models will let you do the colors like that. There are some paint jobs that are just not a whole lot you can do with it. It is what it is. But this one adapted my colors. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that, and I'm loving this mech, dude. I am loving this mech. All right. Goodbye. Now, hero mechs are unique. So once you buy them and you have them in your inventory, I mean, they can be in cold storage. They don't have to be in your mech bay. But as long as you've purchased them and then they're in your mech bay or in your inventory, they'll no longer show up in the market. It took 3 times for me to encounter the hero spider before I just went ahead and bought the damn thing just so it would stop showing up. Because it showed up in 3 different systems. No, that's not it. Where'd it go? There it is, right there. Yeah, that hero spider. It's a cool little mech for a light mech for, you know, doing light mech missions. But it's got 2 anti-missile systems. But again, it was like 6 million for a fucking 30-ton mech. I was like, oh hell no. But then I ran across it in 2 other places. Like, all right, let me just go ahead and buy the damn thing so it stops showing up. All right, we still got 4 months there. I'm not buying anything else here. All right, so the next cold snap mission is all the way over here. That's 83 days. That's almost 3 months. So I could actually still complete that mission. It's once again Karita versus Steiner. But at least I'm in friendly now with Karita after that last mission. So my market just went... That is 10%. Oh, okay. I was only at 5%. Now I'm at 10%. Okay. I was kind of thinking it was going to be 15. But yeah, okay. There's still 3 bars ahead of me. So it goes 15, then 20, then 25 max. So I could jump over here and do this mission before the start of Rise of Rosalhague. How much time I got left in this video? Here, let me save it real quick. It's out of range, so I gotta go 2 jumps. 69. $69. $69. All right, we'll go right here. There might actually be 3 missions to this, so I might not even be able to finish it. 58 days remaining. That's just the 3-month warning.
I will be waiting in the ready room, Commander.
There's another 60 pilot.
To impress, sir.
Hilton hails from an undiscovered planet within the Draconis March, and her sole focus was to become a battle mech pilot. With years of battle experience, she is a well-respected mercenary in most corners of the Inner Sphere. She has a nasty reputation of being a dedicated warrior, but with only her own self-interests in mind. That doesn't really sound like somebody I want to hire. So, no, go fuck yourself. I've got enough pilots. I don't need any more pilots. I would kind of like just to have one of each of the voices.
I will be waiting in the ready room, Commander.
Alright, enough of that. No hero mechs. This is 20 days. Okay, so I should be able to get this done before Rise of Rosalhague. But I think there's more than just 2 missions in Cold Snap. A dragon in sheep's clothing, reputation 12. That is the conflict zone mission line. Alright, so this one, Cold Snap 2. It's time to strike back against House Steiner. Find the Defiant Industries manufacturing plant and reduce the location to rubble. So a demolition mission, perfect for that Warhammer we just purchased. I'm using the Warhammer. That looks good. Probably a bad idea. I'm going to wind up getting his arms blown off with tier 4. I put all them tier 4 weapons on it. I'm going to get the shit blown out of me in this mission. Watch.
Attention. Prepare for battle-like departure. Warning. Hangar doors open.
But I've got the best missile support
Reactor
I could have brought with me.
sensors online.
4 LRM-20s with tag assistance. And I've got, I'm protected by ECM from that, that Stalker's got ECM.
The ISF is determined that the raid against Project Cold Snap was
Alright, here, I gotta get this thing set up.
by House Steiner Loki agent.
Machine guns on 3, lasers on 2.
Looking to steal the project's research and development in Myanmar technologies. Such a slight against the Combine will never be tolerated. The Dragon demands retribution,
yeah.
and that is exactly what you will deliver. Your target is Remote Defiance Industries manufacturing plant, specializing in the forging of Defiance-branded mech armor plating. Raise it to the
See how the heat
and your
holds
contract
up.
with the Draconis Combine will be considered fulfilled.
I'm doing great on heat.
Target destroyed.
Oh, helicopter.
Destroyed.
See, if I had long-range missiles, I could go ahead and start just launching long-range missiles down there to frickin' level that place.
Battlemechs are closing in on our installation. All security forces prepare for combat.
Let's take that tank apart. There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
Target destroyed.
missed him with both shots. Oh yeah, turn your back to me. That's great. Good thinking. Ooh, an Orion. You'd probably just take them out with machine guns and medium lasers. Dead. Ooh, a Victor. Didn't get the head. Got the head that time. Boom! Took its head off with a double blast. Alright, let's get out of here. That was awesome. Took its head off with a double PPC blast. It takes more skill with autocannons and PPCs to get a headshot than lasers. Lasers are just much easier to take heads off with because you have to aim high. Good grief, man. You have to aim high with the other type rifles. PPCs, autocannons, you can't just aim at the head. Lasers, you just put your crosshair on the head and let it rip. Alright, well there was only two. That's perfect.
Let's get out of here, Commander. Job well done.
Yeah, let's get out of here. That was awesome. Ripped the Victor's head off with a dual PPC blast. Look at that. Sexy. That, yeah. I thought I got his head, but apparently I ripped its guts out. I can afford it. Ooh, a UAC-5. Nice. Nice loot. Well, thank you for your assistance in protecting some of Draconis, or the Dragon's most closely guarded secrets. Please accept this payment for your good work, but be reminded that you are bound to a plethora of non-disclosure gag orders. How about I give you the middle finger and tell you where to shove your gag order? If anyone gets word of our work, you'll be sure that the Draconis Combine will come for you too. You're seriously pushing your luck, pal. Alright, large laser, autocannon 20 burst fire, all tier 4 stuff, double heat sink. Nice little rewards. And let's see what that did with my reputation. Faction standing, almost to the next category, but this is when the rise of Roggelhage begins, and probably the crash of our Karita reputation, because I'm probably going to be going after, it should be Steiner and Karita, but I think it's mostly going to be Karita. Some pretty stiff penalties in this area. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more with Priority or Rise of Roggelhage. So, start of the next episode, I'll read through this, and then accept the contract, and then go forward. Again, take care, like and subscribe, visit the channel. It'd be cool if you subscribe, but even if you don't, visit the channel, look at the playlists. I've got several games that I've, platinum trophied, got the whole full walkthrough and guides. all of the Mass Effect games, all 4 Mass Effect games, several playthroughs, not just a Platinum Trophy, which requires 2 playthroughs, of Baldur's Gate 3, but then other playthroughs for I'm going to do a playthrough of each of the Origin characters, which I still have 4 more to do. But Shadowheart, and I did the Honor Mode run with for the Foehammer Trophy. Did an Astarian playthrough. So I've got the other 4 Origin characters still to do. But then I've done also Platinum Trophy Guide for Stranded Deep, which my most viewed video is from Stranded Deep. Seems like Stranded Deep really exploded my viewers, which is kind of crazy because it's like it was a free game years ago. But anyway, it's a really fun game. And the original Baldur's Gate, I've got a Platinum Guide for, which goes back to my early years. One of my favorite games of all time, which actually was BioWare as well, before BioWare sold out to EA, the monster company that literally crushes all. That is basically the downfall of gaming as we know it. These big companies and their stinking HR departments and their whole like, oh yeah, here, let's do this instead of pleasing our fan base. Yeah, let's completely destroy our company. Let's run it into the ground. Seems to be the trend these days. And definitely where BioWare is headed with Veilguard. I'm a huge Dragon Age fan, Mass Effect fan, huge BioWare fan, but honestly, what they have done with the Kunari alone and Veilguard disgusts me to the point of, I'm not, and it's not just that, it's just, I'm not getting it. I might get it when it's only $20 just to play it. But yeah, I'm not getting Veilguard. I'm doing this playthrough for MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, which in a couple of weeks' time, MechWarrior 5 Clans is being released before Veilguard, and most definitely where my money is going, Clans. And yeah, I will be spending time playing Clans, not Veilguard. So anyway, visit the channel, visit the playlists, and take care.